Hey polish fans, it's Caroline again and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video, we are doing a haul from ILNP. I am continuing on unboxing all of the hauls that I got over the last, at this point, few months. And I still have a pile, quite a large stack as well, of Orleys and other things that came in boxes. This is actually one of my more recent purchases and it got top billing because I really wanted to see what I got. ILNP came out with an entire magnetic collection, I believe, for summer. I don't think their labels have the collection or season or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure they were for this summer. So I got 5 of their magnetics. There were 2 other colors that I did not get that were in the collection. One was a green and the other, I honestly don't even remember what color it was, but I obviously stuck to my favorite colors in the purples, pinks, and blue families. And then I got 2 other colors that I was really looking forward to that I had on my wish list for quite some time. So we're going to go over those. I do have them all swatched over here. I will say so far on the swatches, the magnetic pull has definitely sort of dispersed, but we'll take a peek at those. Also, I'm going to try something new and just say what's on my nails before we get started. I have had some whoopsies where I have forgotten what was on my nails and I haven't been able to post in my videos, which I've always tried to do. So for my left hand, I am wearing Paradox Polish Rose the hat, which is a magnetic, and I am loving it. It is, as I mentioned when I hauled it, one of the more simplistic magnetics. It's basically just a blue with a silver holographic magnetic pull and then some scattering of some like flakes, some hollow flakes. But it is absolutely stunning. I love this one on. It is just beautiful. So that was on my left hand. And then on my right is another magnetic, this time from Victorian Varnish, and this is SSDD. And yeah, same with this one. I am loving it. It is a darker polish. This one is 3 coats, whereas Rose the Hat was only 2 coats. This one does have a shearer formulation, and in fact, a lot of my tips are already showing. And I think that's just because of how sheer the base was. So next time I wear this, I might try to put it over a dark color, maybe even a black, and just see how that goes. But I am adoring that iolite purple flash, which on my camera right now is coming off as blue, but in person it is definitely a purple. It is absolutely stunning. So I love both of these, having a lot of fun with these 2 colors. All right, let's go ahead and dive into the haul. This is ILNP. The first one from the magnetic collection is called Flashing Lights. This is the turquoise pool blue, and it is full of this gorgeous, warmer, large particled shimmer and some hollow sparkle. So let's go ahead and see this with the magnetic applied. So there you can see that turquoise sort of pull up into the magnetic line, and then you can see a lot of that sparkle a lot better, that shimmer a lot better. If you want to see the magnetic applied in a couple of different ways, Kelly Marissa has these on her channel, and she shows them both with the cat's eye effect, which is this one here, where it's diagonal across the nail. She also shows it with the velvet effect, and I definitely agree with her. A lot of these just really benefit from the cat's eye effect, whereas the velvet effect leaves them pretty icy. They are versatile, of course, as with all magnetics, but just something to keep in mind. So here's Flashing Lights in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. And as you can see, the flare is a little bit dispersed on my swatches because I did do these swatches a few days ago. But you can still get that beautiful turquoise color, the flash of that shimmer, and then you get that line of the magnetic pull across the nail. Like I mentioned before, these definitely do change when you don't apply the magnetic across diagonally like that. When you try to do it with the velvet look, it maintains somewhat of an icy look. So I definitely prefer them with the cat's eye look, unless you are going for an icy look, which would work nicely in winter. But for this sort of a color, I definitely associate that bright turquoise with a summer color. So that first one from ILNP was Flashing Lights. Next up is this really beautiful one called Sky. It is somewhere between a blue and purple because of that shimmer, I think. So there in the base, you can see that sort of a mid-tone sky blue, and then it has a beautiful warm shifting shimmer, red to green to gold. Look at that green, plus those hollow sparkles. So this is another one that definitely caught my eye when I saw the swatches. And here's a good view of how it will look unmagnetized. See that icy look? Once it's magnetized, all of that silver gets pulled up into the magnetic line and you're left seeing that warm shimmer. So here's Sky in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. And there you can see a little bit better, I feel, that silver line in that magnetic pull. And then of course that gorgeous blue color and that warm, warm shimmer. That is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, that type of shift that goes from red to green to gold. Every time I mention it in a polish, it just has my heart. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love seeing that warm shift and against any color, really. Blues, purples, pinks, anything, you name it, it is gorgeous. I also think I really enjoy the contrast of it when it's in a cool tone like a blue. So yeah, one of my favorites. Really enjoy that one. So that one was Sky. Next up is the purple. This one is called Light Wave, and this is a beautiful shade of purple. Again, we have that warm tone shimmer, the red to green to gold, and those hollow sparks, and then of course the magnetic silver pull. So when you put the magnet on top of it, oh, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my, sorry about the fuzz. But yeah, that again is how I see it'll look unmagnetized, and then that's how it looks magnetized. Love that one. So here's Light Wave in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. It was really a toss-up between wearing this one and the next one first, and surprisingly, this one did not get worn first. And kind of spoiler, but this was the one that I ended up picking to wear first. But yeah, love this one too. It's got to be one of my favorites from this collection, from this haul. It is beautiful. So that one was Light Wave. And then next up is the one that I have already worn. This one is called Glow Stick, and this is the pink of the collection. Now, interestingly enough, this does not have what I just described as my favorite shimmer. It has a blue glow instead, but this has been one of my favorite combinations for quite a while, a pink with a blue glow. Plus, of course, you have these silver sparkles from the hollow and the magnetic pull. I mean, look at that blue. It is absolutely stunning. And then, of course, when you apply the magnet, you pull up that silver line quite nicely. It is jaw-dropping. So yeah, really kind of surprised that this was the first one that I decided to wear, but I absolutely loved it. Here it is in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. And yeah, it was beautiful on. Absolutely stunning. I love the shade of pink. It is this deep, almost like orchid shade of pink. And then you have that amazing blue glow, plus the silver holographic particles in there and that silver pull from the magnetic. Just dazzling. Very, very happy with this one. So the pink of the collection was Glow Stick. And then the last magnetic one that I got from the summer collection was Amped. This is a shade of sort of this purpley pink. It looks a little bit dusty on the nail, so kind of like a dusty orchid. It of course has the same magnetic pull as all of the others that you're seeing there as an icy look. And then when you pull up the magnetic line, you can see that green shimmer quite nicely. Hopefully you can see on your screen that dusty quality that I'm talking about. It's a little bit less bright and in your face than the other shades. So here's Amped in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. There you can see that magnetic line. As with the other swatches, that has sort of dispersed, but you can see that green glow nicely and the hollow sparks beautifully. So that last one from the magnetic collection was Amped. Then I ended up grabbing 2 of the colors that I had on my wish list from ILNP, which is quite a long list, in my wish list onto my cart as well to get that free shipping threshold. The first one was Fairy Dust. This is one, like I said, that had been on my wish list for quite some time. It is utterly dazzling. This is a beautiful shade of purple that's kind of leaning into the orchid coloration, I think mainly because of the shimmer. This again has that red to green to gold shifting shimmer. It has those hollow sparks. It is dazzling, absolutely jaw-dropping. So here it is in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. This is another favorite from the haul. It is dazzling. Can I say that any more times? It is just spectacular. Look at that glow and the hollow. Yeah, it is just beautiful. Love the combination. Hopefully you can see the shade of purple there, but that glow in here is so, so strong. So that one was Fairy Dust. And then the last color that I got is very much in my wheelhouse. This is the kind of color that I have been thoroughly enjoying most of this year, these darker shades. This one is Downpour. So I allowed myself one more dark shade, and as you can see, I have been liking these dark blue colors, dark shades in general, but this is a stunning, somehow dark and bright at the same time color. You have this darkened blue base that has a brighter sapphire blue flash. You have holographic sparkle in here. It is so pretty. Very midnight sky. So here's that one in 3 coats with a glossy top coat. And again, that glow is so pretty. You can see all of the beautiful holographic bits in here quite nicely. Yeah, this one I'm going to thoroughly enjoy on, I can tell already. Very happy to finally have this one in my collection as well. So the last polish from that ILNP haul was Downpour. So there we go. That was the haul from ILNP. Like I said, this was for the release of the Summer Magnetic Collection. Do any of them fall into the disappointment or regret category? No, none of these fall into the regret category. None of them fall into a disappointment category. They are all absolutely stunning. Could I narrow this down to favorites? Whew. Okay, well, we already know Fairy Dust has to be up there, as well as Downpour. We already mentioned that this one was the first one that I wore. That was Glow Stick. And then the other one that I super liked was Light Wave. So, okay, I think I can narrow it down to the top 4. But that is tough. So my top 4 picks, I know, odd number, is Light Wave. That was the purple from the Magnetic Collection. Glow Stick, which was the first one that I wore and absolutely adored it on. And then we have Fairy Dust, which is not a magnetic, but has a superb mix of everything from the color to the shimmer to the hollow. And then Downpour. That one is absolutely stunning. Probably going to go on my list of polishes to wear sooner rather than later. I have been sort of trying to keep a bucket of things that I want to wear soon. But yeah, those are going to be my top 4. Let me know what was your favorites down below. Hopefully you guys had a good time hanging out with me and looking at beautiful polish. As always, hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in that next one.